Coming up on the RMAC Showcase celebration time, it's our Spring Sports Championships episode. Regis does something they've never done before, and Colorado Mines does something they haven't done since the 1960s.
We're talking about when, you had Colorado State Teachers College in the conference.
It's a first for CSU Pueblo, same for Western New Mexico, while Adams State has been here before. That's all I had on the RMAC Showcase. Welcome to the RMAC Showcase. This month we are coming to you from Gunnison, Colorado, the site of the 2012 RMAC Outdoor Track and Field Championships. I'm Eric Danner. Several storylines here at the championships. Adams State is the defending champions in both men's and women's outdoor track and field. Nebraska Kearney is competing in their final meet in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and hometown Western State is always a threat, as is Mother Nature. On day two of the meet, the weather looked more like mid-December than mid-May, but before the snow set in, we did have some champions crowned. Western's Tara Richardson wins the 10K by a full 11 seconds over second place. The Mountaineers also had the champ in the men's steeple. Ryan Habe in the lead, slows down to encourage his teammate Adam Cinda, but Cinda would have to drop out. Habe goes on to win the race. In the women's steeple, Western goes 1-2-3 as Sarah Lyle wins easily. Anna Marshall was second and Hillary Davis third for WSC, also known as Steeplechase U. Men's shot put Cody Hunt of Chadron unleashes a throw of 63 feet, 4 inches, .75. That destroys the RMAC record and is an automatic qualifier to the NCAAs. Kearney's Bryson Malberg wins the 110 hurdles in the decathlon. He also goes on to win the event, scoring more than 6,000 points. The title of top women's athlete in the RMAC goes to CSU Pueblo's Danita Wyatt. She wins the heptathlon by winning 4 events, including the long jump. Wyatt was also named Athlete of the Meet. The weather then set in and the rest of the day was suspended. But if you wait around a few hours in Colorado, the weather does change. A very nice final day of competition. Adams State's men had their eyes on the prize in the 4x100 relay. The Grizzlies set a new stadium record with a time of 40.35. Freshman Boris Berrien is able to hold off a hard-charging Jonathan Wright of UCCS to win the 400. Zach Dunbar wins the javelin throw by more than 2 feet to earn 10 team points. Freshman Jamarius Mathis is on the top step in the discus, while in the 1500, ASC's Keegan Calmes is in the lead, but he gets passed up by teammate Kevin Batt down the stretch. Batt would be named RMAC Freshman of the Year.
I'm new to all this team, because usually I'm from Australia, so it's a track and field. It's definitely a individual sport, so I guess coming here with a team, you've got to do your part.
Perhaps the most exciting race of the day was the men's 800. Down the stretch, Metro State's Sean Lindbaum leads. Then here comes Kearney's Paul Pape. But coming from the middle of the pack, it's Adams' Andrew Graham, who catches Pape at the tape. Graham wins by 1/100th of a second.
Well, obviously the goal is to try and win and just try and help the team score as many points as possible. That's what Adams State's all about, just team atmosphere. And I won the race, scored 10 points, so it was a pretty close call, a 1/100th of a second, but a win's a win, I guess.
And the conference champions for men's team this year, Adams State College.
For Adams State, it's their second outdoor track and field title in a row, and their 6th in the last 8 years.
We had some class guys, some seniors that stepped it up and led those young guys. We have a lot of talent with the young guys, and hopefully that'll bode well for the future.
Second place goes to Kearney. Marty Molina was a frequent guest on the podium as he wins the long jump and triple jump. Third is Chadron. Dean Francis wins the 200. He was also champ in the 100. Francis is named Athlete of the Meet. The Eagles also have the top runner in the 400-meter hurdles as Lincoln Proud comes out on top. Steve Reichendeifer wins the pole vault. Fourth is Western. Oliver Harsanyi repeats as RMAC high jump champion, going 6 feet 10 inches. Gabe Proctor wins the 5K, setting a new Mountaineer Bowl record with a time of 14 minutes, 57.31 seconds. Fifth is Colorado Mines junior Chris McPhee wins the hammer throw. Sixth is UCCS. The Mountain Lions ran a thrilling 4x400 relay to close out the meet as Alan Ford dives for the win. Metro State rounds out the men's side. Junior Darius Reed breaks a stadium record that stood for 12 years in the 110 hurdles as he wins in a time of 14.08. On the women's side, Adams State had won 8 RMAC titles in a row and would easily make it 9. Kayon Robinson sets a new RMAC record in the 400, winning in a time of 54.14. Indira Spence, who is hoping to compete in this year's London Olympics, wins the 100-meter hurdles by more than a second, setting a new conference record. Spence was also on the record-setting 4x100 relay team. Kristen McGlynn sets a new stadium record in the 1500 in her final RMAC meet.
Being my last one with the team, it's just a great experience to be able to watch girls across the board just putting their hearts into it and just having, PRs and just extreme performances where everybody's just putting their heart out on the line.
Women's shot put Katie Kruger is the champ, while senior Jenna Bonin wins the hammer. In the 400 hurdles, Lindsey Grasmick sets a new Mountaineer Bowl record.
It's a little bittersweet being a senior, but it feels really good at conference to really come all together and work towards a common goal to winning a conference championship.
The Grizzlies score 181.5 team points to win their 9th straight RMAC championship.
We lose some really good people, but boy, if they have to go out, they went out in style and they did it the right way and they gave what they could to Adams State.
Host Western State was second. The Mountaineers had 2 jumpers set RMAC records in the high jump as both Susan Jackson and Barbara Zabo clear 5 feet 10 inches. Junior Rachel Webb wins the 800, and in the 5,000, Lauren Kleppen puts on a show. The senior wins by 46 seconds and breaks the stadium record that stood for 12 years. A great meet also for New Mexico Highlands as the Cowgirls take third. What a meet for Jalissa Grant. She breaks a 30-year-old RMAC record on this jump, going 20 feet 5 inches. Grant also wins the 100 and 200, setting a new stadium record. Grant is named Track Athlete of the Year and Field Athlete of the Year. Not to be outdone, sophomore teammate Kira Danville sets a new RMAC record in the triple jump. The Cowgirls also set a new stadium record in the 4x400 relay. Nebraska Kearney finishes 4th. Courtney Fegter wins the pole vault, and sophomore Andrea Howe was best in the discus. Next was Chadron State. CSU Pueblo is number 6. Colorado Mines was 7th. UCCS takes number 8. Colorado Mesa was next. Metro State rounds out the team standings. Still ahead on the showcase, a wild RMAC softball tournament. Coming up next, baseball. Several teams hoping to get bids to the NCAA tournament. We'll be right back.